Hi everyone, so this is my next scrapbook. This is when we went to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. We went in March 14, I think, 2014, so a couple of years ago. But this was when I actually decided to start doing my own scrapbooks, just buying like a plain one off eBay and just covering it myself because I really enjoyed doing these, and it was becoming really expensive by buying the scrapbooks fully made. So I just thought if I start doing them, I can do it for long term and make it a bit more cost effective. So with this one, I literally just got some postcards and collaged them, and cut them out, collaged them, and then just laminated the cover so it wouldn't get damaged, and then just stuck on these sticky letters that I think I got from the Range or Dunelm Mill or something like that. So my front cover is always the same. I always get a map of the place I've been. This was the closest I could get. I could not find a proper map postcard anywhere, but it will do. And then I just wrote on here with some watercolours, Amsterdam, and a little tulip here. So this holiday we actually just went like a coach trip. Probably not the best of ideas because it was a long 2 days. We spent most of it on the coach, and we were tired, but we had limited time, and so it was just one of the best options for us. We wanted to get away and do something different, so we went with a company called Harry Broughy Holidays. This was our ticket, and then we actually got the ferry over, which I hadn't done before. I'd always gone by Euro tunnel to over the other side, so it was different for me. This was one of the windmills we passed on the way into Amsterdam, and then this was just us on the ferry from Dover over to Calais. It was really windy, but it was a flat journey, which was nice. And then this is when we arrived at our hotel. This was just the flags outside our hotel. We stayed in the Novotel, which is a really nice hotel. It's just on the outskirts of Amsterdam, but the coach took us in and out, so we didn't need to worry about being too far out, which was nice. We literally, when we got there, we literally had time for a shower and then back out again because everyone wanted to make the most of the day. And then we just had us walk along the canals. We just sort of chilled the first sort of afternoon, evening time because we were so tired, but we got some nice photos of the canals. I like this one because it's got the bicycles and the canals and the street houses as well, which was lovely. So again, this is just us by the canals. It was nice and warm actually. It was March time, so I thought it'd be quite cold, but no, it was really nice and warm. So I was in t-shirts and things, which was lovely. And this is just us by the canals there. And in the evening time, we actually went into the red light district. We heard so much about it. You couldn't not go to Amsterdam and not go to the red light district. We didn't go there for any sort of reason. We just wanted to have a look around and see what everyone was on about. This was like a bag that I got some postcards in that I just stuck down and just painted on the red light district down here. And obviously this is the canal strip where it's got like all the sex shops and museums, and then obviously the girls in the windows were down there. You couldn't take any photos of the girls in the windows. They used to just hide behind the curtains. But it was really interesting to see, especially it made me laugh when men were actually going inside. I just thought it was so funny. But this was like the buildings there, they're all lit up like this, and obviously you've got all the sex shops down there. We did actually go into some of the sex shops just to have a look around. We didn't actually buy anything. We actually went to the Museum of Prostitution as well, which is definitely an eye-opener, not for the faint-hearted or for families really, but it was a good experience. And this was just a sign above the door that I sort of liked, that I thought I'd stick in there. The next day we actually had a full day there, so we started off at the Amsterdam Central Station, which was really pretty in itself, so just got a big picture of that. And we did actually get a tram to somewhere, I can't think where it was now, but to the other side of the city. So we got our ticket, which is our tram ticket there. This is just another picture of the canal. They're very uneven canals. They always ride bicycles, but they're quite hilly, so I don't know how they get up them. And this is just a wood veneer that I got, I think, from ESK that I found. So another thing that's famous of Amsterdam is obviously weed and drugs. So I didn't do this because I'm not a very good fan of smoking or anything like that, but it was tradition, and obviously my boyfriend Joe wanted to do it. So we went into the Bulldog, which is the most famous of cafes there. It cost him €4 for a spliff, which is ridiculous. But yeah, so I got these from here. I just sort of borrowed them for the tables. I just really wanted them for my scrapbook because it's obviously very famous there. And obviously this is the bar that you can buy them from. So that was good. And then this is the Heart Amsterdam, well, I Am Amsterdam signs. It was a bit rainy here, so that's why we've got our coats on now. But it was really good. We had to get some random man to take a photo of us because we couldn't. But it was really good. It was nice to see the sign, and obviously it's very famous there, and that's just us a bit more closer up with the A on there. And then we walked past this cheese store. We didn't actually go inside. It was like a cheese museum. I don't think it was very big, but it's obviously cheese is another thing that's famous of Amsterdam. So I found this in the hotel that we were staying in, and then I found, obviously it matched with this one, so I just wanted to put it together. And then this is the huge clog that was outside. It was actually by the sign, the I Am Amsterdam sign. And yeah, so I just sort of sat in there, and yeah, it was cool. And then obviously this is some tulips that I found. I just sort of laminated and put them beside there. Again, they like their museums in Amsterdam. This was a tulip museum. We did actually go inside, but again, I had this little card that I found in the hotel, so I put them together and got Joe to pose outside of it. This was one of the museums we actually did go in. This is actually the Condom Museum. I just moved this a bit closer, you can see. So it's actually just full of condoms in the window. It's just got condoms filled with random stuff. We actually did go inside this one because it was a bit more funny. So actually this is just a leaflet. This leaflet makes me laugh because obviously they've got all the different types of condoms in there. And then down here they've got a ruler that you can measure, if you so wish, how long you need your condom for. So it goes on about how safe sex and things like that, tips and tricks and stuff, which I thought was funny. So we did go in there. And we did go inside the sex museum as well, because this was actually on our first afternoon. It was still open, so we thought we'd go in. It was only €4, I think it was. But again, it's not for the faint-hearted. I thought it'd be quite sort of laid back and chilled, but it really wasn't. Some of the pictures in there are horrendous, so I wouldn't recommend it if you get squeamish or anything like that. But yeah, everywhere you go, there's just statues, monuments of everything. So obviously this was the sign. Some statues and some models, and then obviously this is a big like bowl, which I'm sure people would want in their house. And then these are our tickets to the museum as well. So these actually, when you walked up the stairs, these are stairs here, these actually made like farting noises and everything. So it's quite, it's not the most innocent of places, and obviously this is a big version. There's me posing next to it, so yeah, no, it is funny. It was a good laugh, and you have to do it whilst you're in Amsterdam. And then this is just a little piece of information I got from a brochure. So the oldest one in Europe, apparently, sex museums. So this was at night. It was just sort of turning dusk, so it was nice to get a picture of that. And obviously these are all the bicycles in the town. There's absolutely loads of them. I'm surprised if people even know which one's theirs, but apparently there is over 1 million bikes in Amsterdam, and they've actually got more right of way than any other vehicle. And obviously this is just another picture. I like this picture because it's got the canal, the tulips and the bicycle in there. We went to the Heineken Museum as well, which was really good actually. We had to hike across town to get there, but we went to the Heineken Museum. I don't even like beer, but it was famous of Amsterdam, so we went. This is us just outside, and this is like the map, and these are just some barrels that I cut out and stuck there. And then this is just some random bits, so that's our ticket, and these are just the beer mats and things, and then it's just a sign on the wall that I thought was quite cool. This was us, sorry it's upside down, but this was us in like a cutout of a beer mat, Heineken beers, and this is the Heineken beer that Joe actually had. Again, I don't like beer, so I didn't have one, but we had to have one at least when we went there. This was actually sorry, they're upside down, I forgot about this. The actual brewery, so this is where they actually made it. So it was interesting walking around. It did absolutely stink of yeast, but it was good. And that was a bit of our wristband that we had to wear. And then this was Joe just making his beer, well, stirring the yeast and things like that. And then this is a beer mat that I cut up and stuck down. And then this is just a map of Amsterdam, so it just gives you an idea. It's not the easiest of maps. We didn't follow this map because it was really hard to, but it's just a map of Amsterdam that was good to have. But yeah, it was only a very small trip. We didn't go for too long, but it was nice. I probably would go again just for a weekend. But I think I've seen most of the stuff now in Amsterdam, so I think I've done Amsterdam now. But that's that one. Thank you very much.